What's up, everybody?
Yo, yo, yo.
Welcome to welcome to episode 1 of I Said What I Said. This is my brother Evan. Call him Z, Big Z.
This is my boy Bo, Duke Wallace, Dookie Dubs.
What's up? Coming live from my bedroom down in the basement. Um, we started this podcast to highlight on a lot of things, talk shit, get a lot of stuff off of our chest, be a place to vent. Um, This is our first time going at it. We probably suck a lot at it.
But I mean, it's just like we've done in the past, man. We just gotta talk. You know what I mean?
Oh man, we've had a lot of good talks. Good talks.
A lot.
Um, so what's been going on with you, man? Like throughout the week, let's let everybody in our lives. Let's just air out all the bullshit right now. Just
Well, currently, I'm going through a lot of legal stuff. Can't really dabble too much into it. Uh, Trying to gain custody of my two oldest. At the same time, this is my youngest. Been working, man. You know that. Just constantly grinding, making that money. Uh,
shit. I know it. None of them people know it out there. None of them motherfuckers know it.
Freaking, it's all about that grind. It's all about the money. Well, I shouldn't say it's all about the money, but money gets you places. Money actually helps you succeed in areas that you might need to.
Money is everything.
It is, unfortunately,
anybody
it
that
is.
says anybody that says money isn't everything definitely is either in a position that they could buy everything that they want, or they're in a position where they're just broke as hell, and that's something that broke people say. Like, I've heard that said, that money isn't everything. It's something that either the super rich say, or that somebody's really broke says.
Exactly. I mean, that's a good point. Um, one of the things that really bug me about people with money, they always, you know, they do. Actually, no, it's the complete opposite. I should say the people that don't have money, that act like they have money, those are the braggers, in my opinion. Like, if someone is saying, oh, yeah, I can get this and this, oh, it cost me this much and this much, in my opinion, it's like, dude, you're probably broke as hell, just like me.
Clout,
Because,
clout chasing.
exactly. Because people with real money don't brag about it. They're not going to go down the street and tell everyone what's in their bank account.
I don't know anybody with any real money. Like, honestly, I don't know anybody that's like wealthy or super rich. Sorry, I'm trying to see what our sound is like. Let us know if we're fucking up, people, and we're not making the sound correct. Let us know in the comments. Let us know on our website, on our email, ilbuconerofratelli at gmail.com. Um, by the way, like and subscribe. I'm gonna get that out of the way. Give us a like, give us a sub. We're gonna be doing this constantly. Um, yeah. Uh, Back to the show.
Fuck
Like I said, we're new at this. Um, but yeah, I think a lot of people that have money won't say how much they have, and I've never seen Bill Gates sit there and talk about how many times he's been on the Forbes or anything like that. It's usually people that are either broke or getting paid by the wealthy that'll sit there and clout chase and talk about how much money they have and sit there and blow a lot of money on shit that don't matter, like cars and watches and chains and stuff like that, rather than investing and putting their money towards stuff that matters or that will matter to develop real wealth. You know, I mean, I don't have any kind of money like that, but I'm not out there flexing like I do. You know,
True. I mean, you mentioned a car. I just got a brand new car. So did you.
Yeah, but that's how I acquired my car is definitely nothing to brag about, man.
Same,
I'm not even
same,
gonna
man.
mention how I got my car.
Oh
It's
God,
legal. It's legal,
it's
everybody, but I'm not gonna talk on that. Um,
yeah.
and
That's down the dark rabbit hole right there.
yeah, I don't mean to. I don't mean to laugh, but you know, let's see where is it at. It's right. I'm gonna love this thing. This thing is my new best friend. This is the kind of stuff I spend money on. I just I got this. I'm about to get. I just purchased a $300 vinyl cutter set off Amazon, and I did blow like 200 something bucks on
Chains.
bunch of bougie ass shit. Some stainless chains on Amazon.
Well,
And
you know what? You got to reward yourself, in my opinion. Like, for example, my car. That was one of my goals. Has been my goal for 10 years now.
I was gonna say it's been a long time, right?
Yeah,
Like
dude. I've been telling people I want a Camaro. I want a Camaro. And finally, it's like I'm gonna get that fucking Camaro. I'm gonna get it, and I did.
better than that, better that than another baby mama.
That's fair, man. I got too many of those.
I
Too
got one.
many of
I
those.
got one, and I give my praises to her. But man, it's tough. It's tough being a part-time dad and feeling like you're doing it on your own when you have your kids, because having your partner there is a big deal. Like I feel it takes a village, and that's a real thing. But splitting up families, sometimes families don't work, but being able to co-parent with my ex-wife the way that we do, I feel like I have a one up on a lot of guys that just are not able to do that,
Uh-huh.
or that it goes the other way around with women, but I feel like more or less it's anymore it's the guy trying and the woman just doesn't want to, or she feels like she's owed something more than what she put into the relationship in the first place.
And I'm one of those guys,
Oh,
unfortunately.
oh yeah, 100%. I
Dude,
see that 100%.
like my baby mama and I, well, my baby mamas and I, we can't co-parent worth a shit. Worth a shit. And honestly, I'm to blame in some areas, and so are they. Uh, I'm not the greatest guy. I've said some things. I've, you know, made her feel uh, pressured to be with me. And honestly, it wasn't even me trying to pressure her. It was my own trauma kind of coming forward. Because I'll be honest, my biggest fear was always being alone, even as a kid. Being alone was my biggest fear. I didn't have the greatest parents growing up, and a lot of people will say, "Oh, don't use your childhood trauma as an excuse." Okay, I'm not using it as an excuse. I try to outgrow it, but unfortunately, trauma is trauma,
Trauma is trauma.
and that's something you can't get rid of sometimes, no matter how hard you try.
No, I feel like everybody has a certain level of trauma that they deal with, but it's all a matter of working through it. It doesn't ever go away. It doesn't ever go away. I feel like you either learn to cope with it in a positive way and use it to your advantage, which is the thing you can do, or you let it ruin you for forever. You have to be able to build from it and learn not to let your trauma define you. Cuz I've been hurt, man. I've been hurt in ways a lot of people have been hurt and shouldn't. You know, I was hurt at a young age by people I trusted, and it's something that I held deep within inside me for a long time, and it wasn't until around the time my son was born that I started to deal with it. And even after the divorce, I got so heavy into drugs out up until about 4 or 5 months. I'm almost 5 months sober, clean, you know. But throughout that time, between the
Wait, wrong one. I was gonna do the hand claps. Where are the hand claps?
Uh,
There you go. Being sober.
being sober,
Being
yeah,
sober.
it's tough, man. But like, what had happened was I had lost my best friend in a car accident. I lost my cousin. I lost another cousin, and then I started to fall, and I was getting clean off alcohol because I was drinking like a fifth to 3/5 a day, bro. Like clear alcohol. It started out with brown liquor, and then it went to just gin and vodka, bro. Like
Damn.
daily. Before I went to work, I was drinking. When I got home at work, man, I was the drunk. I was a drunk. And when I got sober from drinking, that's when all my mental health problems came out because I had messed with my brain chemistry for so long, so bad that it's trying to rewire itself, and all these things came to light. I was having nightmares and night terrors. I was having panic attacks and depression issues, and yeah, it was too much for my wife at the time to handle, and she left, and that just spun me deeper into the pit, and it just took one night with one person to get me stuck on amphetamines again for the past 3 4 years up until now. Loose women, fast times,
Mm.
hard drugs. My dick was sick twice. Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Be careful, guys. Don't let your dick get sick. When your dick gets sick, that's rock bottom. That's rock bottom. Yeah. Protect your shit. You know. Don't let your dick get sick.
I'm assuming that means some kind of STD or something.
Yeah, I got gonorrhea, and I got the clap and gonorrhea
Oh my god.
at the same damn time in my mouth and down my dick.
Perfect.
Yeah, man, I love eating pussy. That's how it
Fuck.
got there. I love that shit. I'll go deep in there like, rawr.
I I only got chlamydia
You
from a
got
chick.
the clap?
Yeah. Um, and the story is fucking insane, man.
How'd you get it?
So I ended up fucking around with this chick. You know, I went over to her place, and the next day she texted me, and I remember the day too. I'm like outside playing with my kids. I'm being a fucking super dad. Get a text. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I have gonorrhea.
What the fuck? How do you forget to tell somebody that kind of shit?
Exactly, dude.
Like
That
that should be like on your number one. If you know you have something, you should let people know that you have it. Why before
yeah,
before you even indulge in the act? Like, why would you? That's just fucked up. Like, and I've done a lot of fucked up shit in my life, but that's not something that's ever been on my list. Hey, I'm gonna have a sick dick and fucking just go. You know, maybe I should have and
spread
then
it around like
spread the love.
spread the love,
Mm.
dude. Yeah, man. So you can imagine my fucking reaction.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It
That
it
you.
was like a doctor just calling me and saying, "You have cancer."
God
I dropped my phone and everything.
damn. Just drop down. What?
So I went to the clinic that same day, got checked up. They did the whole uh wonderful, wonderful
Did you
dick
get?
swab.
Did you do the? They made you swab?
Yep.
Man, you know that they can just make you piss in a cup now and find out.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, bro.
Dude,
I've
what?
never once gotten a swab up my cock.
No, they put a like a Q-tip up the pee hole.
I think we're gonna have to tone down the language on this before. I think YouTube might flag us for something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. Sorry,
definitely.
YouTube. This is our first try at this. Go ahead and flag this one already. Put it in the books. Um, for saying I got a sick cock. I got one of the sickest.
With the sick.
um, and again, for anybody listening out there, we're just a couple of guys from Wyoming, just chilling on probation. just not doing a damn thing. This has been something we've been wanting to do for a while. This is the first time we've ever set up our equipment. This to get a visual of where we're at. We got my laptop sitting on a dictionary and a Stephen King book. In my bedroom, on the bed, on the floor, on the mattress. Just chilling. Yeah, just chilling on my bed. let's see what other buttons this thing got. Our interface has a bunch of cool ass buttons, and so you guys are gonna get a run through of some of the stuff that we're gonna be playing. Oh snap! That's gangster. Got gunshots. Got the bell. We got my mom kissing somebody.
Awesome!
Why did that sound like someone?
Awesome!
I don't know.
What does that sound?
That's the new intro. We're gonna play that at every intro now. Turn it up. Why do I feel like we can get flagged for that? Like, did somebody... That's on a song, right?
Sounds familiar. Yeah. That might be a copyright issue already.
Okay.
And
How
Lil
do we...
Jon.
And Lil Jon. Out of nowhere. What else can this do?
Yeah. Oh my god.
What the?
I did not know that this could do this. Oh
So,
my god, Evan. Why are you over here doing this damn podcast?
I don't know. It's just a dream of mine.
Hello? Hello? Oh,
I'm a motherfucking monster. I don't know how to turn this off now.
Hello? Okay,
There we go.
Now we're back. Now we're back. Hi.
We got a little bit of reverb.
A little bit of reverb. Okay.
There
Now
we
we're
go.
back. Now
That
we're
was,
back. That was interesting.
That was definitely a trip right there.
Yeah, that was definitely trippy as fuck. I did not know. Okay, so these are the levels of that we could do. Hello.
Hello.
That's karaoke. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm just having too much fun now. And now we're back. Okay. I think this one probably sounds, or this one. Probably this one, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm sorry, everybody, for that little delay, whatever that was.
What?
I don't know.
What did that say? Okay.
I don't know why that did that. Okay. And then that says elimination. Hello? Okay. Now we're back. This thing's pretty cool. Not bad for $100. We got the interface, 2 mics, cool ass headphones, which I think we're gonna get upgraded. But I dig what we got, man. It's not bad.
It's not a bad starter kit. That's for sure, man.
I think this is better than a starter kit because a lot of starter kits don't get this. They don't get Little John.
We got Lil Jon, man.
Yep. And we got all the cool little voice effects. Like, using that in the studio would be tight when we do music. Oh yeah, we do music, everybody. Degsy, Duke Wallace. You can find us on YouTube,
Spotify,
iTunes,
Google Music.
Google Play.
Is it Google
Music.
Play?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Which will probably, it'll all get bought out. Spotify, I think, will end up buying everything in the long run.
Oh, yeah.
You can find this podcast on Spotify for podcasting.
Mm-hmm.
or is that like just our distribution setup? I don't know how that's gonna go.
It'll be Spotify.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, exclusively on Spotify, or are we gonna try to send it to other places?
I mean, we can try to send it to other places. It's obviously going to be on YouTube as well.
Yeah, you could find it on YouTube, and the production will get better as we go along. Um, but we appreciate everybody following us right now, watching this as we go. I couldn't think of a better person that I'd want to do this with. Um, this has been my brother for a long time. We've had uh, a music business together, Ever Ready Artistry 21. Shout out to our old Ever Ready Artistry brothers that we don't talk to. We don't talk to none of them anymore. Talk to J Rod every once in a while, but
Los the Don,
Los
Arcane.
is on his way to prison. Arcane is, I don't know. I haven't talked to nobody, man. I don't. Ever since I moved back and I'm sober now, I think I keep in contact with J Rod. Maybe I say what's up to him. Um, he thinks that I got a problem with him. I necessarily don't, but I'm not about to do shows for free. I'm not about to do features for free. Um, and the only person I really care to really work with is myself and you, because you're the only person that has came to see me now since I've been back and hasn't asked me for anything other than my time. You know, I'm not a, like I said, all love to J Rod and Chelsea and them, but I'm not about to do a bunch of shit for free. And I'm gonna put that right now on this live. You know, I'm not a free agent for free. You know, Il Buco baby, Fratelli.
Fratelli. I mean, I'm the same way, man. I'm starting to become a little sour when it comes to shows and all that stuff. Because, I mean, how long are you going to do it for free when obviously we could literally be doing the same thing, gain revenue, get money in our freaking pockets, and put that towards newer equipment, newer features, better features, uh, opening for bigger artists, you know?
Right?
Um, I mean, look at freaking, oh, dude, what's his name? We've done shows with them. I'm drawing a blank right now. Albies.
Albies.
Yeah.
I don't remember him.
Albies for cheese?
Nope.
Bro, shut. All
Dude,
right.
I suck with names and I do not remember people that do not stick in there with me. I remember bringing Project Pat to Casper for $4,000 and not getting a dime back from it through Rhymesick.
You
It's
were
a
part of that?
part of Rhymesick?
No, like
No.
part of that whole. Because
That
I heard there was a big scheme in Casper.
with Project Pat?
Yeah.
There wasn't a scheme.
What was it? It was there was a whole time where like all of Casper just hated Rhymesick.
Everybody still does hate Rhymesick because what Static would do is he would get these artists up there and maybe pay him a deposit or something like that. And there was times, and don't quote me on this, I don't know for sure the business of it all. And Static's made a name for himself through his hustle, you know. Shout out to that. But I know that I paid a lot of money for shows, like a lot, like 1,400, 1,200, 4 grand for shows that I got nothing in return. I got barely a, I got one of the earliest opening slots for a show, and I paid $1,400, bro. So just the business practices of it all, like,
It's more of a freaking expense than a freaking
yeah, I didn't,
investment.
like, and I thought of it as, yo, I'm gonna get my money, I'm gonna get, um, I'm gonna get some kind of recognition for it. I was gonna get some clout through the company, blah 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 blah. Just barely in the game, and then I started to see it for what it was, man. And I wasn't getting anything in return. I wasn't getting nothing. So I just kind of fell back from it, and then as it progressed and I was falling deep into my addiction, and I think that could be a lot of the reason why people stopped fucking with me was because they saw that I was running amok, excuse me. They saw that I was running amok and falling deep into that, but there was no reason for people to just stop fucking with me the way that they did. And they did. And I don't have any kind of love for them anymore. You know? Like, I got mad love for a lot of people, but, like, I know what I can do. I know where my game's at. My pen game is bananas. I'm an artist that pushes heavy. And when I'm focused, and I go in 100%, man. And I feel like a lot of people just threw me to the wayside and dumped me in the dirt because they just, I don't know. I think they just saw an addict and saw somebody that wasn't worth their time anymore, and they just stopped fucking with me on that aspect. You know?
See, that kind of comes. That reminds me of a quote that I always see. If people aren't there at your lowest, they do not deserve to see you at your highest. It's one of those things.
Oh
Like,
man, I was super high.
but you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you started slipping up. You started going down a dark path. Who doesn't? I did the same, dude.
Right?
I'm still struggling sometimes.
Oh man, I still struggle daily.
Like, dude, like, fuck. I've been
Daily.
through some shit. Some shit. So have you.
Didn't they say that you were part of the Italian mafia
The
or some
Italian
shit on your
mob.
paperwork?
Yep, it's on the fucking police report. So I'm a labeled Italian mob member. Just letting everybody know.
I didn't even get that kind of clout, bro. I was just my last charge was me getting a DUI because I fell asleep in my vehicle.
Oh,
I'm not even a real criminal.
and the crazy thing is, that, that was all clout that my ex was just throwing out there. Like, oh, he's a schizophrenic, schizo. He's a fucking schizo. He sells drugs. He constantly transports drugs for the Italian mob from Colorado. Exactly, dude.
Like how
Like,
I I don't see schizophrenic. Like I've got homies that are schizo.
yeah,
Like
dude.
like I think a lot of girls just say things knowing that police. I can hear this fucking fan. Sorry, YouTube, flag me again, YouTube, for dropping the f bombs. Fuck, 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 fuck.
Fuckity fuck fuck.
Beep it out or some shit. Edit my shit for me, YouTube. Does Joe Rogan get to drop f bombs?
Yeah,
Does he?
yeah.
That's tight.
He does it all the time.
But he's worth a few million. I think he can afford a few f bombs. You want to hand me that can while you're up there? Either one.
You're chewing?
This is a alternative. I quit smoking. This isn't tobacco.
What is it?
They make it out of like a cabbage leaf. It has nicotine derived from tobacco. I won't do it on camera because I don't want to get flagged for use or anything. The nicotine is derived from tobacco. It's called black buffalo. Um, but the plant that they use is like a cabbage plant of sorts, and they flavor it. Like it smells delicious. This is the blood orange one. Smell it. It don't smell like it, but
No way.
but it's nicotine.
Dude.
But it has a sensation of, taking a dip and chewing. But it doesn't give me the heartburn like those pouches do.
Hmm.
Like the Zen and the Ons and all that shit. That shit gives me heartburn. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm old motherfucker.
I'm
88 baby. 80s baby.
I'm an on guy.
Holler at me, ladies. I'm an 80s baby.
I'm a '90s baby. I'm a baby.
Yeah, you are a baby.
I still get freaking told that I look 19.
I don't think I look 35.
No, not at all, bro.
It's the face tat, isn't it?
It is.
You should see me with my beard out. It's all super gray and then starting to patch out gray on the sides. Like not even in a cool way at
It-
all.
I just have a gray stripe right here.
Yeah, you should grow out your mustache so I can see it.
No,
No?
no, no. Because then that's when people start like freaking confusing me of being Mexican,
Yeah.
and I hate it.
You're definitely not Mexican, are you?
No,
What are you?
I am Scottish Italian.
That's a nice little mix.
Scottish Italian, Andean, and like 6%
Like Indian,
Middle Eastern.
like Indian,
Andean. So
and
that,
Andean, like the
yeah.
Andes Mountains.
Yep.
Okay, Andean. Not to be confused with Indian or Native.
No.
He's Andean.
I am Andean. Andean. Like Andy from Toy Story?
He's Pixarian.
I'm Pixar.
I am German, Dutch, Scots, Irish, Native, and African, according to what my folks say. I am a one of the descendants of William Wallace.
Who the heck is that?
William Wallace was a freedom fighter for the Scottish way back in the day. I don't know his whole story. I've just watched Braveheart a bunch of times. And according to the movie, I don't think that that's how it really went down. Have you ever seen Braveheart? Sick ass Mel Gibson movie.
Didn't they film that in Wyoming? Like parts of it?
I think
Oh no! I'm thinking of like Dancing
Dances
with
with
Wolves.
Wolves,
Yeah.
Kevin Costner.
Yep.
That movie's alright.
No, Braveheart. No.
Braveheart, Mel Gibson. That was before uh The Patriot.
Okay. See,
And
I've never even seen The Patriot.
you've never seen The Patriot?
No.
One of the sickest movies ever, bro. One of the bloodiest movies I've ever seen.
Really?
About the Revolutionary War. It's sick as fuck. I remember a cannonball coming down and like rolling and ripping off this dude's leg on camera. Like it was a
No way.
accurate movie as far as like the gore behind it. Yeah.
And see, that's definitely something you don't see, learning about stuff in history.
I think it's all bullshit anyways. I think they lie to us in history classes.
Well, you know what they say, history is written by the victors.
History's written by the winners, yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Like how much of it do you think is like for real what they tell us?
I'd probably say a good 20%.
20%? I was thinking on the high note of at least like 45%. But then again, I didn't know that Ben Franklin was a pervert, you know, until like later on. All I knew about him was that he signed the Declaration, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was one of the original, Hancockians. And something about a kite with a key and lightning. But how many of those stories do you think are real? Because I know that
I know the key with the kite isn't true.
it's not.
Like there's just symbolism behind it. He
What?
didn't actually go out with a kite and a key.
With lightning?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that would fry a motherfucker, wouldn't it?
Exactly. You would think,
Straight up. It'd zap a dude to death.
but I think it's just a symbolism. Like it's just a symbol that they used. Like he was the father of electricity.
Oh, I thought I was hearing like a fly through the microphone. Yeah, something like that. We need to put some Hustle and Flow egg crates up on the wall. If you're gonna sing it, sing it.
Wait a minute.
Are we picking up my It might be something they're watching upstairs. My nephew's tablet.
Maybe.
These microphones are probably better than what we think they are. You know it's hard out here for a pimp.
But since we were talking about Mel Gibson,
Uh-huh.
the only Mel Gibson movie that I ever watched, and is still hands down my favorite freaking movie, like one of my top favorite movies, Apocalypto.
Apocalypto, I've never seen it.
No, no way,
Mm-mm.
dude. It is
I don't think
freaking
so.
amazing.
I don't think I've seen it. Or wait, is that the one about like
The Aztecs, yep, and
Yeah,
the Mayans.
I've seen bits and pieces. I wasn't about to watch the whole thing.
Dude, it's
Just like the Passion of the Christ, I could care less about watching that movie.
I've seen Passion of the Christ for the first time a few months ago, and honestly, it doesn't tell enough of the story of Jesus.
Well, that's because it's about the passion. You know what the Passion of the Christ is, right? It's just that period
of
of time when he starts to get. It's like his end.
yeah.
That's what they call the Passion, is his end.
I mean, that makes sense. Yeah,
you're
because
not
that's literally where it starts, is when they capture him.
Yeah, and
So
don't get me started on that stuff, because I'm a firm believer that the Bible, the Old Testament, is possibly a close to factual declaration of old stories compiled into one book, right? Like, it's a proven fact that there was a flood, and there's been numerous accounts on it through multiple religions and old cultures and stuff like that. Like,
right.
like the Old Testament is probably a compilation of old time stories put into one, into one book, right?
Yeah, I can agree with
I
that.
think the New Testament and all that shit was mostly bullshit that the Romans used to control the masses through Catholicism.
Okay.
That
I mean,
and,
I can understand that,
and
because
some of it might be based on some fact, but there's not enough there to prove it beyond what's there in the Bible.
my thing is, do you see a guy loading up every single fucking, excuse my French, every single animal on Earth onto a boat?
I think that was. I don't think it would have been every animal on Earth, and I don't think that there's a boat big enough to load up as many animals as he said. But I could see a dude definitely loading up his boat with as many animals as he could.
No.
But if you believe in the ancient aliens things, it could have been just a data bank full of a bunch of cells in a spaceship. Like a big old sperm bank on a spaceship.
I love Ancient Aliens, so I'm not gonna dog on Ancient Aliens.
Oh, I
But
love that show.
in my opinion, Noah's Ark was just a piece of land that was untouched.
Think so?
Yeah.
It could be. I could see that. I could see it being a lot of things. A
Like a
piece of
UFO.
land, maybe a building.
Could have been a building.
Or like a giant yacht. Just Noah chilling on his yacht with his bitches.
I mean, I would have done the same
I
thing
would
if
have
it was
done
the
the
end of the
same
world.
thing.
He had the right idea.
Yeah. No bros, only hoes and animals, because bitches love animals.
I don't know. Nowadays, I don't know, man. I don't think I'd even have hoes on my yacht.
Oh man, but they would want to be on it so bad.
Oh,
But all the
God.
hoes that you would get on your boat definitely wouldn't be any that are worth anything. That I'm so salty at women. If you're around me, you'll understand that I don't give a fuck about none of them, and none of them have shown me anything worth. There's a couple of them that I hold dear to me, but like, you can't trust them to not even like have a work husband or have a dude that they're talking to on the side. You know,
Oh, I
like
feel that.
like
Yeah.
that's loyalty. Like, you don't be giving any kind of guy attention that you should be giving to your dude, like, at all. and don't entertain it. Like, but when they made it to where, and my mom and I have had this talk, when they made it to where women have to be out in the workplace in order for a family to survive, when your family had to end up surviving on a double income and both parents had to go to work and then you had other people raising your kids, because daycares and stuff like that wasn't a thing until
Mm-mm.
both parents had to go,
Right.
you know? So when that started to happen, they started to break up the dynamic of the family, and it gave people more options outside the household. And then when Facebook and MySpace and all that stuff came around, it gave people more options outside of where they were at. And so knowing that you can have somebody else right away, I think gives a lot of people too much leeway to do some fuck shit. It's not like back in the day.
Yeah, that deserves. Yeah,
It's not like back in the day with our grandparents where, you know, Delilah only knew Johnny and that was the only people that they knew in a
yeah. Oh,
million a
dude.
million mile radius.
I would have loved to live in that time too.
They met when they were 12 and they stayed together and got married when they were 15, and that was the only people that they knew for years, and grandma didn't know anybody else outside of the house,
Yeah.
except for her girlfriends down at the soap shop or wherever, the grocery store, if that the the mercantile market, wherever they went, like they
Yeah.
knew people in town and they might associate with a family or two in town, but there wasn't the access to other singles around your area, local singles your way. Like there wasn't nothing like that.
Oh no.
The most that they had was a party line phone line. You know what that is?
What is that?
Okay, so back in the day, communities would have party lines out in the middle of nowhere. There was like one phone line connected to like five houses.
What?
Yeah, so you could call somebody and then like you'd be in a different house like across the way and be able to pick up on a bunch of houses conversations, or you could all pick up the phone at the same time and have a little chat. It was like a
Wow.
chat room. Yep.
So they had chat rooms back then, but I'm sure.
Yeah, there was just one
Wow,
phone
man.
line,
I had no
and
idea about that.
that's how the women gossiped. But it wasn't like they were hollering at dudes on it.
Exactly. I
You
mean,
know, the worst you had to worry about was your husband going away and like starting a new family somewhere.
right.
Which happened a lot, I'm sure, because back in the day, guys weren't that loyal to their women because they knew that their women were at home doing what they were supposed to do. But now you got a different generation of guys that are trying to work through the generational hurt and shit like that, trying to be better. And it's so ingrained in the culture that guys ain't shit that women have switched functions and roles. And now women are more masculine and women ain't shit nowadays.
I mean, we're definitely in a pro feministic world.
I wouldn't even say pro feministic anymore. It's more like feminine masculinity is the new thing. Like women taking over masculine roles because they don't want to have a man. When in all reality, men are the ones that have built society for what it is. But now a lot of guys are, and I don't speak for everybody, and this isn't talking about all women or all guys, but nowadays guys are bitches, and the ones that are good get overlooked because of the bitches, and girls are more or less broed out, and you know they talk like guys, they act like guys, and they say they don't need us because all that they've been shown is fuck boys.
That's fair.
You know?
I mean, I don't even need to say it, man. That's basically what I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
I wanted my fucking family, wanted to marry this chick, all the above. But now here I sit struggling financially, trying to figure out court stuff, and she's friending all these fuckboys. Uh, and I'm not even gonna put shade out there. I don't even know what she's doing, but it's pretty obvious, you know, what
Yeah.
she's probably doing.
Yeah.
Um, but I guess that's the kind of life she wanted to choose, and I don't blame her, man. Uh, I gave her chances. She gave me chances, and it just got to the point where we're both just separate people,
Yeah.
and that's something unfortunately you cannot control. Um, and I even told the judge that, like, look, me talking to her is not a problem anymore.
Right.
Like, I need to face facts. She is not the woman that I fell in love with and probably never will be.
Right.
Because when I fell in love with her, I was young, I was unexperienced, I was, I didn't see the world for what it was. I've been to Houston, I've been to Pittsburgh, I've seen like all these other women,
Yeah.
didn't sleep with all of them. I was actually good in Houston. I was actually good in Pittsburgh. I remained loyal. I just went out and saw the world for a little bit. And coming back to this kind of atmosphere, man, it just definitely shows you, okay, you know what? This chick obviously wants to just be comfortable in a place like here. And I can't stop that.
Right.
And one of the things she did tell me is uh, she hated the fact that I always chased for better. And you would think that a woman would want that in a man, but now it's like it's total flip flop.
Right.
Like
Why wouldn't you want to better your situation? Like why wouldn't you want Let me see him.
do I have it like facing all weird? Oh shit.
Yeah, you had it facing around backwards, bro.
Was it backwards?
The whole time I was like, why is it fading out? Like go
Uh
That sound better?
it sounds 10 times better. Yep.
I uh, I looked at it and I was like, man,
Like bro,
something
you're
something's up with his mic because when he would turn his face, like it would like draw out. Did you hear it?
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
I kept hearing it too.
yeah.
Ugh. Still getting used to this. Yeah.
Yeah, these little foam pop protector things are kind of cool. You know, we'll get used to the setup. We'll get it mastered down.
But I
But yeah,
mean,
why wouldn't you want to better yourself as a person or want to help your significant other be the best that they could be to help your family out? Like I don't understand that.
because like you said, women just are too high in masculinity right now. It's like back in the day, if a man had a woman saying, "I want to go see the world. I want to like do this for our family." What do you think he did?
What do you think he did?
Like you must be out of your damn mind.
Yeah, like um
You know?
back in the day though, if a man said something went down, like that's the way the family was gonna go.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I got a dream. I'm gonna do this. This is what it's gonna be, and the wife would be like, "Okay, I got your back."
Yep. Now it's women basically saying, "You want to go do that? Uh, all right, go do it alone."
Go do it alone, right? My ex wife said that she hated my music and she hated Duke Wallace.
Like it was a separate entity.
Yeah, like it wasn't me.
Oh
And
my
like I
god.
understood like how I would get, and she saw the worst of me as a drunk. And so I don't
Right.
I don't blame her for anything that she had in her mind about me. You know, she's a, she's a good woman. She takes care of my kid. She takes care of her daughter. I love them all, but she left me when I was dealing with a lot of stuff mentally, and she couldn't take it. Instead of sticking by me and helping me get better, she dropped me. And I held that resentment for a long time. Do I blame her for doing that? No, because that's the easy thing to do, you know? And dealing with people during the hard shit nowadays is a tough task. But me, I don't quit on people. You know,
Right,
I couldn't
right.
bring myself to even quit on you and me. Like our deal and our like we just got our LLC. You
I
know,
mean,
and
dude, we've been slaughtering shit for the past month, bro.
yeah, just building.
Yeah.
Like honestly, just building everything from getting the LLC to getting the state seal to getting this equipment to brainstorming other ideas. Like I haven't quit once since I got out of jail. I had my idea, had a plan in mind, and thank God, dude. I thank the gods that you were here in Wyoming. Like I feel like we were put here together again for this reason right here, man. Like people aren't put in situations, I don't think, by coincidence.
Right.
You're put in the place exactly where you're put for a reason.
And I mean, I'm trying to view it that way. You know, I went from making over 7 grand a month, dude, a perfect living. I could have been paying child support of $1,000 and I didn't care.
Right.
I was sending Caitlin.
Right.
Oh, I was sending my ex $1,000 a month with no problem. You know, and I go from that to here I am
Why'd you come back?
stuck here. Well, because probation.
Oh, is that the
Yep,
that's the main reason?
I was put on supervised probation, which does not make any sense. I wasn't even sentenced, nothing. I've been to Houston, I was in Pittsburgh. I come back to get sentenced and now I'm stuck here. How does that make any sense?
And you're on probation for years.
5 years.
You can't leave until then.
Nope. I mean, my probation officer made it very clear that he could do like an early, I don't know, minimum a year. Like if I do good for a year, he could probably lift the supervised probation. But
Right.
that's up to my probation officer. But so far, he's been chill. So that might
Right.
be a possibility.
Right. But would you go now knowing that?
Would I go back to Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hands down, yes.
See, I don't know how I feel about that.
About me going back to
Yeah,
Pittsburgh?
bro. I'd fucking
Dude, I mean,
honestly like with what we're doing now.
which is why, you say you're thankful and everything, and I'm trying to view it the same way. Things can change in a year.
A lot of things can change in a year.
In a year, this could take off, and I wouldn't even have to look back at that Pittsburgh job. You
I
know what I mean?
I
Like,
think this gives you the perfect opportunity. Yeah, we got the LLC, we got the state seal. Um, I'm making products right now. I make kratom and energy products right now. I make White Rabbit energy snuff for anybody interested in that. Visit our Buco Nero Facebook page.
and it
Um,
works. It works
yeah,
immensely.
it's red. It's a pre-workout slash energy. Uh, yeah, energy powder, caffeine, L-theanine, taurine, and it's a clean source of energy. And yeah, it's a snuff. You can sniff it, you can eat it, you can put it in your water and drink it.
Shove it up your
It's
butt.
yeah, you can
No.
put it right up your butthole if you want to. It's made from it's a recipe I got offline in Germany during Oktoberfest. They sniffed this stuff made out of glucose, and you know what? Hand me my backpack right there in the corner, my guy. I'm gonna plug this right now. Might as well since we're
Might as
here, right?
well.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
Ever get tired? Ever feel like you're not getting enough out of your energy substances or your supplements, or feeling you need to relax a little bit? Step into
The ilbuco zone. Right here, what we have is Fochisha relaxation syrup and
White Rabbit Energy Snuff.
So, White Rabbit Energy Snuff and Fochisha Relaxation Syrup. Fochisha is a blend of all natural botanicals found in Thailand and around everywhere else, really, I guess. It's made from uh, mugwort, lavender, chamomile, and Mitrogena speciosa, which is kratom. For anybody that doesn't know about kratom, it is a all natural energy slash relaxation slash pain relieving plant from the Middle East, Thailand, or Eastern Asia. So, I don't know much about geography.
I don't know much about kratom, so
Let's look it up real quick.
kratom origin.
Kratom, Mitrogena speciosa Korth, is a topical tree indigenous to Thailand, Malaysia, Myanmar, and other areas of Southeast Asia. Kratom is in the same family as the coffee tree, Rubacea.
So, it is used for pain relief, energy, and as a relaxation plant. You can make it with tea, you can make it into a powder. I take it and I bring it down to its base substances as a tea, and I mix it with lavender, chamomile, mugwort, and yeah, I'm still tweaking the formula with it. So this one isn't quite yet ready for the market. All right, but let's get a good look at that. White Rabbit Energy Snuff. This is caffeine, taurine, L-theanine, menthol, and glucose.
And that is why he's the chemist.
I'm the mad scientist. Yeah, you could just take it and give it a good old sniff, and it's perfectly legal, but it gives you that nice, clean energy boost that you like. And you can put it in everything. You could put it in your drinks. You could eat it, put it on your tongue, under your tongue. We just sniff it over here. So get at us for that. Shoot us an email at ilbuconerofratelli@gmail.com for your own.
Get your orders in. You won't regret it.
Won't regret it at all. Now back to our regularly scheduled program.
Still getting the buttons down.
Yeah, still getting them down.
But yeah, man, that shit really works.
I
It
made
really
it.
works.
Yeah, I worked 5 years at a vitamin mixing company getting all the ins and outs, ups and downs done. And I'm trying to make Fochisha like um like a legal lean, like that shit that Bez Believe endorses. I don't know if you guys know who Bez Believe is, but he's a uh who is it? Kevin Gates wannabe. Calls himself the hustle god. He's a rapper ish.
Best believe.
Hmm
Huh.
He endorses Legal Lean like it's his step cousin. I've seen him take like baths in this shit for his OnlyFans.
Hmm.
Yeah, he's whack. Yeah,
That explains why I've never heard of him.
yeah. But there's a lot of products out there on the market containing kratom. But I used to sip lean. I used to sip lean like a motherfucker, and I'm trying to make something that has the same kind of uh, effects, same kind of, what do you call it? The feeling, the nostalgia of it.
Okay.
You know, I want to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
able to pour up and, you know, just chill. And honestly, I started developing this stuff because I wanted to help make something for ex addicts that gives it a placebo effect to them and actually like gives them, that little bit of,
Euphoria.
yeah, euphoria.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get people per se high out here, but if I could put a product out on the market that gets people deterred from buying cocaine off the street or buying a product off the street that will fuck them up like fentanyl, like cuz a lot of people take kratom that are opiate users. They
Oh yeah. Yep.
yeah, you're an ex-opiate addict, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So tell me what that's like cuz I've never, I've pushed a lot of stuff on the streets, and pills was one of them, but I was never really a pill head. I would just I would make lean. Like if I got pills, like I might take one or two and mix it up in a soda, and stuff like that because I couldn't find some drink.
Right.
But I was never into that whole scene. Like tell me what
So
drawed you to kratom, like coming from that.
so when I was actually, you know, taking the drugs, it was more for recreational purposes. And my thing was it gave me an extra boost. Like if I needed to stay up for 3 hours throughout the night,
Okay.
type this paper. I was doing my college courses. I would actually snort like one or two pills and type my paper out or whatever. Um, but then when I was in Pittsburgh, that was weird. But when I was in Pittsburgh,
Yeah, that I think that young moolah baby that gives it like a
like a like
do
an
you
auto tune effect.
believe in life after love? What?
No fucking
I can
way.
feel something inside me says it really don't think you're strong enough. I got one. I'ma buy you a drink. Ooh-wee. I'ma take.
Baby girl,
What's your name? That's auto tune, bro. I
Bro.
didn't know that we had that on there.
We have auto tune. I knew your voice was a little wobbly
It's
too.
young moolah, baby.
Lean.
Let me pour it up.
Keisha.
Keisha. I didn't know that was that button. This box right here is a lot cooler than any. Let's give a shout out to Square Rock. Square Rock brought this whole podcast is brought to you by Square Rock, and
Square Rock.
I don't think that I'm gonna be fucking with any other interface for a minute. I think this is
the one.
this is
It's the one.
for $100 on Amazon. You could go and buy a Square Rock podcasting set, which comes with 2 mics, headphones, all the cords you need. It's the simplest setup I've ever seen, and all this stuff is on this box. All these effects. Yeah, we'll play with it some more, but yeah, you can go to a pop sound. It has so many different effects on this one little interface with all these sound effects, and yeah, I didn't know that it has that robot voice right here. I'ma buy you a drink.
Oh my god.
That's so tight.
That
Okay,
is sick.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your story,
No,
man.
you're good, bro. But I'm glad we figured that out because while you were talking, your voice had like a wah wah effect.
Yeah, so did yours. That's why I was
And
like,
I was just like, bro, what is going on?
yeah,
But we had auto tune on, so I guess.
yeah.
Uh,
Dude. Our new music is gonna be dope. I can't wait to start actually recording with this thing.
same.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
we're
fucking.
we're eventually gonna have to get uh, a splicer or something for another mic, because all that plugs into is just that. Like, so if we want to bring in a third person, this is gonna be something that we're gonna have to do, or find
Another interface with more channels.
Yeah, I don't know how you think we could plug two of these in.
Two interfaces?
Get another
I
set.
mean, it's only going in by USB.
So do you think if we got another one of these sets, we could have four mics and the interfaces and all plugged in at the same time?
Oh, yeah.
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 Maybe get a soundboard to plug them into.
But if you're going to do that, I would just get a different interface.
I wouldn't get a different interface. I like this interface.
Well, I'm sure there's a
Probably a bigger one.
yeah, a bigger one with more channels, same effects, maybe more effects.
Yeah, we'll have to look into that.
But
Okay, back to your story. I'm sorry.
no, you're good.
Opiates.
But while I was in Pittsburgh, I ran into uh, a brand called OPM,
Okay.
and that was the brand of kratom that I would always consume, I guess.
Okay.
Um, and they have different levels. And when I went into the shop, the guy was like, "Okay, so why are you in here if you're not here to get dabs and stuff?" And I was like,
Right. Right.
I'm kind of just looking to let loose, dude. I used to pop pills." And he was like, "I got just the thing for you." And they're opium golds. And it's the purest kratom you could probably
I
get.
found it on the internet.
Did you?
Yeah, I did when
Yeah.
I was researching.
Dude, the best kratom I've ever had in my life. It beats all the kratom here in the shops. And let me just say, I took like 3 kratoms one morning before I got onto a plane. And, you know, homeboy Lance, he can vouch for this one too.
Twisted King.
Yeah, dude. I was sitting there and I'm just like sweating and dripping sweat. I started like going back and forth in my seat. Like I was like overdosing.
Damn.
It was the same feeling. Like I just did too many pills. But I'm guessing that's why people do them. But the thing about kratom is it'll make you incredible sick. Yeah, incredibly sick if you do too much.
Yeah.
But if you do the right amount and use it wisely, dude, you're fine. Like I used to do one sometimes, and I'd go to the gym, lift, and next thing you know, I just feel like, hey, let's go to the freaking club tonight.
Yeah.
You know, and I was chill all night.
So that's what you did to let loose. That was your
Yeah, yeah.
your drug of choice.
It was the same recreational use, but instead of popping pills, I was using kratom.
Okay. You see, I was always a weed smoker and an uppers guy.
Okay.
Like excuse me. In my height of addiction, I was smoking, and I give props to the Delta 8 community and that whole subculture of the marijuana culture. I feel like it ranks right up there with the cannabis culture and stuff like that. But what they're doing with Delta 8 and all that stuff is amazing.
Oh yeah.
So I would go get some Delta 8 from live the crap. I can't think of the name now, man.
From where?
in Casper.
Oh,
It's the name's slipping me now. I used to go there every day, and it's bad. Forbidden Leaf, Forbidden Leaf in Casper, Wyoming. Shout out to those guys. I'd go there and I'd get some of their THCA flower or some of their Delta 8 flower. And that's what I would smoke because there wasn't no way that I was going to get caught with another bag of weed from Colorado and get a charge. I could carry the Delta 8 around with me all day as long as I still had the packaging and stuff like that. I had gotten pulled
right.
over and stuff, and it was such a cool feeling for them to see my bag, see the Delta in there, and not get a charge for something I
Yeah.
was smoking, right? But I was also filling capsules full of dope, of methamphetamines. I was eating it, and
Mm.
I was popping it like people would Molly or something like that, and that's how I'd get down, you know. And so I was a speed freak, you know. I was mixing cocaine, methamphetamines, and Ritalin together and sniffing it or eating it. You know, I called it firepower. It turned me into a superhero. Yeah, yeah. I don't suggest that for anybody because that's just a heart attack waiting to happen. But
Jesus.
yeah, that's how I got down, man. But I would see people when I was in jail this last time. I'd see people coming down off of all that stuff, and all I seen was a bunch of fentanyl people. Because everything nowadays is so cut with fentanyl that you don't know what you're getting. I knew people that were just strictly dope heads getting opiate sick. You know what I mean? And that's
Right.
something that never would happen before. You know, but now that that stuff is just so embedded in everything, you don't know what you're getting. But I wanted to find a way that I could help people and maybe help deter them from that. And so I started coming up with formulas from, you know, being in the holistic community because I know about mugwort and I know about the healing herbs and I know about vitamins just from working at the vitamin mixing plant. And so that's where I came up with my products.
That's pretty ingenious, man. I mean, personally, when you came to me with this stuff, at first, I was like, man, what does this dude have me snorting right now? You know what I mean? But the more I snorted, it was like, oh my God, he's onto something.
You know, like I don't.
Like,
A lot of people, you can look at me and like judge me however you want, but I get told, you know, and I don't mean to toot my own horn a lot, but like I get told that I'm fairly smart for what I look like. You know,
I would have never freaking came up with something like this.
you know, I I don't want people out there using drugs. I don't
Yeah,
want my community hurt anymore. Fuck a fentanyl dealer. Fuck a meth dealer. Fuck anybody out there thinking that that shit's cool. Um, and if I could make a market or make a lane or help people out in any way, I wanted to do it, and that's you know how I chose to do it is right there.
I still think you need to carbonate.
Yeah,
It's a good idea,
like
man.
actually make it like a full bottle of
Like
something
a
and carbonate
fucking
it.
drink, man.
Yeah.
Like Jones Soda.
Okay.
You know what I mean,
Yeah. Fokisha soda.
dude?
You know
Yeah.
why I call it Fokisha, right?
Uh.
People call lean Wakisha on the street. Like when you
So
say,
it's a play on words.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I
Like I
got
was
you.
gonna call this faux blow in the beginning, like fake blow. But then I got to thinking about what I was gonna make it, and basically it's everything that's in Red Bull or in Monster or any of those. And first thing I thought about was snow bunnies. So white
White
ra-
Rabbit.
white rabbit energy, right there. Brought to you by Il Buco Nero.
And how much is one of these selling for?
$10.
Ten
ten
bucks.
bucks, and you get about about an 8 ball. I want to say that I put 3 grams in 3 point. I'm gonna start legit putting 3.5 grams in 8 ball in each one of these little they're little like soda cans. It's like a little soda can, and the amount of caffeine that's in it is about the same amount as a standard 12-ounce Red Bull.
And you've already got a like pretty persistent consumer group, right?
Yeah, I got people that take it on the regular, buy it from me on the regular.
Yeah.
Yep. And like I said, I'm still working out the kinks on this. I want to be able to pour this in a soda and get, like get the effect of lean. But if I can, like you said, maybe I should just carbonate it and make it its own soda. And, you know, a premix kratom soda might actually be the way to go.
Right.
You're my business partner on this. I think you're part of my mastermind group, bro.
I mean, you gotta look at the competitors too. I
Yeah,
mean, the CBD shops and everything. You go to a CBD shop or even a freaking dispensary.
shit, they sell.
Dude, they have carbonated drinks,
Mhm.
energy drinks. They have candy bars, like all that stuff.
They're already selling kratom shots like that
Yeah,
at where I work right now,
yeah.
at the gas station I work at right now.
So,
So I got competitors, and there is a market for it.
oh
And
yeah.
there's only one person or one company I know making something like White Rabbit right now, but I don't feel that their formula is as good. It's called um, Bump.
Oh yeah, you told
Yeah,
me about
Bump
them. Yeah,
Bump pre
yeah.
workout, and it's little vials of caffeine. I don't feel that what they have in their mix is a great energy substance. They're not giving people exactly. They're just pumping them full of caffeine and hydrous.
So it's like a pre-workout, if
Yeah, it's
anything.
it's basically just a pre-workout and less of an energy substitute. You know, mine is completely for sustainable energy and less of a pre-workout. Let's go get our pump on type thing.
Right.
You could use it as that. I take it before I go to the gym.
Oh, I've taken it before I went for a run, dude. I
Did
ran my whole 3 miles without stopping.
didn't your mom take it one time?
Yes. And she loved
Take it from his mom. It's great.
it. Yeah, she tried all the products, the purple, the white rabbit.
That purple was a great. I made a sleep aid that was knocking people's socks off
Dude.
and just dropping
Oh
them.
my god.
It was so much passion flower in it. There was no way a person was coming back from it.
Yeah. Every
Yeah,
time I took it, I took a nap.
yeah, and it was quick hitting too. I might even start putting that back out onto the market. It worked great. I never got better sleep in my life, honestly.
Had some good dreams sometimes too.
Yeah,
Not gonna lie.
that's that mugwort.
Really?
Yeah, mugwort's called the dreaming herb. People take it for lucid dreaming.
What?
Specifically, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. That's why I put it in it.
Wow.
It's a relaxation herb, and it puts you in the ultimate dream state. Your REM is so. Some people dream. You drink mugwort right before you go to bed, you're gonna be dimension jumping.
I could see that.
Yep.
Yep.
That's what they used to use it for back in the day.
I mean, I always woke up fully rested and questioning my life every time, man. But there's nothing wrong with that.
No, no.
It definitely opened my eyes in some ways.
Yeah, you gotta sleep good too.
Yeah.
But sometimes, man, I would take it and I would dream so good that I didn't feel rested when I woke up because my dreams were so vivid.
Mm.
I felt like I was just awake still. It was intense. So
Crazy stuff.
Crazy.
You heard it though. If you want to try some of these products, get at us.
Get
For
at
real.
us.
We are about to, yeah, we're about to break some glass ceilings with this, man.
I think so. I think your brain and my brain put together is gonna solve a lot of issues, and I think we got something going here, man.
Definitely.
I think I don't know. I think should we wrap it up?
Yeah.
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 Well, this has been our first episode. Il Buco Nero. I said what I said.
We both worked graveyards, so
Yeah, we've been up
we're
since
out.
forever.
But I said what I said. There was a lot of talk. If you have anything to say, any criticism,
Leave it in the comments.
yep.
Email us at ilbuconerofratelli. That's ilbuconerofratelli. Fratelli at gmail.com.
And
One love.
if you want to be a guest, we're also looking for guests.
Yeah. Female guests. We want some of your input. If you just got an event, if you got some stuff you want to get off your chest, let us know. Here soon we're gonna have a open line for people to call, leave messages. We'll play your messages during the podcast. We'll read letters. You can send letters to whose address you want them to send it to.
We need a P.O. box.
Yeah, we need a P.O. box because I'm not about to leave my home
Yeah.
address here.
Yeah, we'll get a P.O. box for that in the future.
Yep. So
It's
yeah.
only like $60.
We'll just put it on the tab. So, all right. Let's wrap it up, bro.
All right, man.
This
has been I Said What I Said. Brought to you by